So when you give the past so much power over your life in the present, you're taking your power away from your ability to manifest and create your reality now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Mystic Temple, Spirituality for a New Age. I'm Monica Bay, also known as the Divine Mother, and I am here to bring you truth always. All right, so we are back, and today we are going to get into a new passage. So the last few passages, or the last few sessions rather, we've been going through the issues with regarding time and regarding manifestation and your ability to create your reality. It's beyond manifestation. Manifestation doesn't even cut it, okay? That word doesn't even encapsulate everything that we're really mean when we're talking about you being able to create your reality. So we went through that. We've had some meditations. Hopefully, you guys have really started to integrate that concept even more deeply than just obviously know, okay, we've heard a million times that we can create our own reality, but what does that really mean and what does that really feel like from an intrinsic place from deep within? And so that's what we went through over the past few sessions. And today we're going to dive into the next passage in that same paragraph that I received from the Cosmic Collective Consciousness that same day. And then today, as we go through that passage, I'm actually going to give you guys action items and kind of mini rituals to do for each and every one, because this is super important that you integrate this. Remember, we don't want to just talk about it, but we want to be about it. All right, so we're just going to jump right into the passage, and it is as follows. See unto me the time of which you need to become aware. It is and has always been within you. The power of the essence of nature, here, now, come. Be not the mention of the past. Be the embodiment of the present. This one's a little more straightforward. We know the Cosmic Collective Consciousness doesn't always want to be super straightforward, but this one is mostly straightforward. So we're going to dive deeper, though, of course, because there are layers, as always. There are many, many layers to this passage. So the first part of the passage that says, see unto me the time of which you need to become aware. What is aware? Because that is the main part of this sentence, right? What is being aware and what do you need to become aware of? Well, they're referring to your true self. See unto me the time. Me is meaning the universe, meaning all that is, which remember, like we learned before, you are the universe. So see unto me, they're really talking about going within. See unto me the time of which you need to become aware. Aware meaning you are awakening. So this is a time to awaken. And this is divine timing because just like a seed in the ground doesn't bloom right away. It takes time to germinate. It comes out at the exact right time that it's supposed to come out for that season, for that type of plant, right? So this is the time to become aware. This is the time to awaken to your true self. This is the time to really get to know who you are, which is what we've been talking about this whole time and what the book of Rashida is all about and what the Cosmic Collective Consciousness has come here to remind you of. This is about your inner being and who you truly are and your true nature. So this isn't just about your awakening, but this is your call to awaken. And there have been many calls throughout this book so far, many, many calls to awaken, and this is yet another. But diving even deeper into that awakening and what that awakening really means. So this passage isn't merely a um, a, a message. This is a ritual. And that's why we're going to dive deeper into this and break each one of these down and give you action steps to do so that you can really embody this ritual of awakening in your life right now. Because this is the bell, ding ding, it's time. And this also, when we're talking about divine timing, it's about being in a season. And we know based on everything that I've gotten in the prophecy, based on everything that the book of Rashida says, based on everything that the Cosmic Collective Consciousness has been giving us, that this is the time that we are in the season of awakening globally. This isn't just about whatever country you're in. I know people are watching from different countries. This isn't about what's going on in your personal life right now. This is about a global awakening, which you are a part of because you are a part of the oneness consciousness. So as we awaken, others awaken, and as we awaken, we rise, which we've talked about. So that's why this is so important right now. So the first part of this ritual that I want you to do right now is to take some deep breaths. First of all, we're going to ground. Take some deep breaths. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Take another deep breath in through your nose. Hold it. And exhale. Take another deep breath through your nose. And exhale. Now we are able to be present. And now I want you to just look within yourself. Just bring your awareness within and begin to recognize. Search for that recognition within you that now is the time. What's stirring in there that's waiting to be awakened? Feel that energy for a moment. There's a spark deep within that's just waiting for you. And just feel that energy, the vibration of that spark, how powerful it is, how ready it is right now. Each and every one of you has this spark. Each and every one of you is ready. Now, if you're feeling any resistance to that, that means that there's some healing that needs to be done. There's some things within you that are conditioned to be afraid of this type of awakening for many reasons. And it's important that you obliterate that. It's important that you cast that away right now. If you're feeling any resistance to that, I need you to cast that away. Simply with your intention, you are more powerful than any resistance that can exist within you. Understand that. And if you're having any trouble casting it away, you can visualize that as black smoke and simply breathe it out. And then come back to center to feel that spark, that vibration. Give it permission to seed. Give it permission to flourish, to bloom. And now we're going to get into the next section of the passage, which again, this passage is really taking us on a journey. And the next part of the passage says, it is and has always been within you. This spark that we're talking about, the spark that you just felt, it is and has always been within you. Recognizing that a lot of us often look outside of ourselves, and we've talked about this many times. We look outside of ourselves for things. We're searching for healing. We're searching for awareness. We're searching for truth. We're searching for this, this, and that, when we don't have to search because we already have all of it. And that's what this passage is revealing to you right now. Everything that you need, you already have. So stop searching. Stop reaching. Stop wanting. Wanting is a state of scarcity, as if you don't already have it. You don't need to want for anything. You don't need to reach for anything. You don't need to search or find anything. You don't need to get peace, get happiness, find peace, find happiness. You don't need any of that because you already have it. And this is the truth that you have to really start to understand more deeply within yourself. Because once you understand this, then you're able to really take control and take the reins of your life and your peace and your power, which is most important. But without your peace, you can't have power. Understand that. There are layers that we need to ascend through in order to reach the epitome of understanding who we actually are. understanding the divine nature of our being. And so when you start to really be present, which is what the next section of the passage is about, then you can start to really um, do away with all of the nonsense, okay, that's out there, all the nonsense that distracts us. So before I talk about the presence part, I want to make it really, really clear that we need to shift from the concept of seeking all the time. Shift from seeking to remembering. What are you remembering? Well, I'm getting chills. What are you remembering? You're remembering who you are. You're remembering the nature of reality. You're remembering your true nature. You're remembering your power and your divinity. And with that, there's no need to want anything. Stop seeking and start remembering. So for those of you on very, very long healing journeys that want to stay on that journey your entire life, and yes, we have periods of time where we are healing, but that should not be a constant. There should be periods of time where you're good. And when you are healing, when you're going through this healing process of whatever you're healing from, it's important to understand that it's healing is more of an unveiling versus an acquiring. You're not searching for or seeking for healing. You're unveiling what's going on within you. You're unveiling your true nature, which is peace, which is the healed state. Understand that that is the healed state. Now, there are many things that also need to be removed and so on and so forth, but at the end of the day, you're seeking the healed state, which is your baseline. It is already there. And now I want you all to tune back into that spark, that essence that you felt inside of yourself. And I want you to just connect to it right now, really quick. Breathe into it. And invite it into your space. Invite it to flourish. Invite it to be one with you. Invite it to be able to walk with you down your path. And why does it need to be invited? Because our ego stops our true essence from flourishing. The ego is that I am, the identity, the falsehoods, the illusion. That stops our spirit and our true essence, our spark within, from really being able to flourish in life. Now, we need the ego. So we're not talking about ego death here. We're talking about ego disempowerment, okay? That's what we're talking about. Ego disempowerment, because the ego should not be running the show. The ego's there for a reason, but it should not be running the show. And that's what happens with our essence and our spark a lot, is it gets stomped out by the ego most of the time. And so we need to invite it. We need to allow it. Why? Because we're in control. We realize that we are in control. So invite it in. Invite it to flourish within your life. Invite it to fully develop and fully express itself so that you may really awaken. Feel that energy. And say out loud, I allow. Destu eeshna popoeshna sha. And now let's talk about the next sentence in the passage, which says, be not the mention of the past. Why is it talking about the past right now? We just had a whole passage talking about time doesn't exist, right? Why are we talking about the past? Because you talk about the past. That's why we're talking about the past. Because most people can't get over the past. They can't stop looking at things as linear time, and we keep focusing on the past, what we've done, who we've been, our identities, and so on and so forth. In order to understand the present, we compare it to the past. And this in here lies the problem, because when you relate your present and your future to the past, you are allowing your past to haunt you. You're allowing your past to tether you. You're allowing your past to dictate your present and your future, which it should not, and it does not. We hold on to old identities. We hold on to things that happened to us, to traumas, to people who hurt us, to even our successes, and so on and so forth. We hold on to all of those things from the past, and we relate that to our present. That helps us understand where we are in our life right now and what to expect. But this also shapes our reality, because why? Because we shape our reality through our expectations. And when we're looking at the past and we're allowing that to connect directly to the present in terms of our expectations, what we can and cannot do, who we even are, then it becomes harder to evolve into the present of who we're supposed to be now. So this passage is really, really important, to get you to understand that you need to be in the present. And that's the next sentence, is be the embodiment of the present. So stop focusing on the past, focus on the now. And this isn't just about mindfulness and, okay, be present. We've heard that a million times, but this is really about truly being present, meaning you're not tied to the past and you're not tied to the future, because that hasn't even happened yet. And you, or I should say, you haven't manifested that yet. You have not created that future yet. All we have is the now. Now, the present moment is all that actually matters. So it doesn't matter who you were 5 minutes ago. It doesn't matter what you didn't do, or what you weren't able to do 2 years ago or in childhood. It doesn't matter. None of that matters unless you allow it to matter. So when you give the past so much power over your life in the present, you're taking your power away from your ability to manifest and create your reality now. Say it again for the people in the back. When you give power to so much power to your past and past circumstances, past versions of yourself, all of those things, you take away your power in the present. So if you want to be powerful in the present, which you should be, because when you are in your power, you are awakened and you are able to really move where you're supposed to move. You're really able to control, and I don't want to use the word control. You're really able to create your reality in the present and into the future when you are in your power now, not later, but now. So, how many times have you told yourself that, oh, I'll do that later? Oh, I know I need to work on that, but I'll do that later. No, you need to do it now because now is all you have. Now is all you have. And so for those of you who really live in the past in terms of blaming everything that is in your current circumstance on your past, that doesn't mean there's not a cause and effect relationship. I'm not saying that there's not, but what that means is it doesn't matter. You are in the present. You're not going back to undo anything that you've done already. You are in the present. So stop blaming your present on your past and move in the present. The present moment is all that actually matters, and that is where you can stand in your power. So when you stand in your power in the present, you can then move mountains. There's nothing you can't do. When you untether from any past expectations, and every moment is a new opportunity to be your best self, to be your most powerful self, to thrive, not just survive. That is power. And that gives you the opportunity to be fully in your power to create your reality, because the reality is you are creating your reality whether you recognize it or not. Whether you're doing it from your past and allowing that to create your reality, or whether you're doing it from a fresh start every single moment of every single day. You have a fresh start. That single moment is all that matters. And that's what this passage is trying to get you to understand. So now the next part of the ritual is not going to be done right now. It's going to start right now, right in this moment, because now is all we have. But as you go through your days, remember, every moment is a fresh moment. Every moment is a fresh start. I want you to start speaking, acting, and moving without those limitations from the past. Do not speak of the past. Only speak of now. Only speak of the present. Doing this practice will help you begin to stay in the present because our language matters. And a lot of times we don't realize that we speak of the past a lot. A lot. We make excuses for ourselves about our upbringing, about whatever happened, about whatever, who did what, who knows. But we use those things as excuses for our current circumstances and our present. And why, oh, I'm just this way. This is just how I am. No, that's how you were yesterday. You have an opportunity to be someone else right now. Okay? I know I'm telling you guys things you don't want to hear right now, but I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear. I'm here to tell you the truth, right? Because that's what Mystic Temple is all about. So the reality is you need to start being in the present and you need to stop talking about the past. Stop focusing on the past. Stop using language that references the past. Focus on now. Now is the moment. Now is the time to come into yourself, to become aware, to awaken. And these are the first steps to do that. So as you start to bridge this together and as you start to practice using language, language will then translate to your subconscious, and your subconscious will then translate to your spirit. And then your spirit will start to create the habits. And all of these things together will start to create the habits that are necessary for being present and in the moment. And again, this isn't just about mindfulness. Mindfulness is a part of this, yes, but this is deeper than mindfulness. This is about truly understanding every moment is a fresh start. Every moment is your moment to shine. Every moment is your moment to create, like the architect and the powerful creator that you are in this world. And so remember, at the end of the day, everything is about remembering. It's not about acquiring, it's not about reaching, it's not about getting something you don't already have. What do you have? You have this moment. You have power. You are divine. You are powerful. You are a genius in so many ways that you don't even recognize. You are the ultimate power in your life. Use your power. Be your highest self every moment of every day. And will you always do that? No, sometimes we slip up, sometimes we do. That's okay. We're not focusing on, oh, we just messed up a moment ago. Every moment is a new moment. Every single moment. So I want you to take that with you. I want you to take that seriously. Take this passage seriously. Now is the time for you to become aware of all of this and awaken from within. Because the world is becoming new. The world is being destroyed and a new one is being built. Are you going to be ready for that? Every moment is a new moment. And I will end with a prayer in the divine language, which essentially means peace be unto you. Zor Kumti. And I'll see you next time. And before you go, Divine Soul, don't walk this path alone. Come hang with us in the Mystic Temple Telegram community. It's where we gather, energy stays high, and the vibe is always sacred. So go to t.me/Mystic Temple. You already belong. We've been waiting for you.
I have everything I need. The universe provides. My higher self provides. I have everything I need. No need to fear. No need to worry. Abundance mindset. I have everything I need. Provides, my higher self provides. I have everything I need. No need to fear, no need to want. Abundance mindset. I have everything I need. I have everything I need. I need. I have everything I need.